Welcome to Dino's Get Down 2025. I am Jason, your host. I've always wanted to say that. Anyways, we're in the Fat Fender garage booth and we have a really sick truck behind us, and this belongs to a friend of ours named Scott. He asked if we could help him finish it, said it was all ready for paint, he had all the parts and we just needed to put it together. That's never happened in the history. Has that ever actually gone as planned? So anyways, this truck means a lot to him. So this truck was actually his dad's truck, and he bought it back brand new in 1973 from a GMC dealership, and his dad drove it, his dad had it. Scott always had ideas for it, and his dad's like, that sounds great. When you own it, you can do whatever you want with it. And so 1973, we're talking 52 years ago. So here it is, 52 years later, it has finally reached what Scott wanted this truck to be. And he's able to take pictures of it and show his dad, and his dad kind of choked up a little bit. Because guess what? This is really what hot rodding's all about, is making memories and with the people that you made memories with in this truck, right? And so now Scott will be able to continue this on, hopefully take his dad for a ride, make his own memories, and have this real iconic piece as a legacy piece in their family. And so we're really happy. He reached out to us. We started it earlier this year. I think all in from the time we kind of, let's be honest with you, we started over. By the time we got it all done, repainted everything, it was about 7 to 8 month project. So the guys moved pretty quick on it. Now, we were able to move pretty quick on it because a lot of it is we were trying to keep the fabrication down and simple. And so that really does help. When you get a lot of creative ideas and a lot of fabrication, it can just really just almost like feels like a screeching halt. So this one was really nice because we could kind of just move it right through and have it completed. Now, it's completed, done, but we got to go put about 1,000 miles on it. We're going to shake it out, but let's talk about it and let's show you all the little things that we've done. So here we are. We have just a really nice classic GMC. These are all original bezels. He was really concerned that he keeps the real nice solid metal bezels instead of going to the plastic stuff. So he paid a lot of money to get those refurbished and have them to look nice. All the bright work and chrome work, he really wanted everything to be as nice as it could possibly be. The second thing is he had this LS motor, and we put a Holley intake on it. We've got, a fuel injected throttle body underneath it, and of course we've got a classic air filter on it. So it's made to look, a lot of people have asked, hey, is that like an old 350? No, it's not. It's actually an LS3 and made to look like a classic 350, right? Made to look like it, but the coil packs are still there, and we got this cool little GMC valve covers that he was able to buy from a guy from Canada, and we paid the $4 tariff, and we got them here, and we got them on the truck. So anyway, super cool. Kept everything nice and tidy underneath here, and then we kind of just swooped over these slosh tubs and right in the AC lines and get all those taken care of. And then of course we got all the black fittings on all the AC lines just to make everything look nice and clean. We've got a Wilwood master cylinder brake booster kit set up on it. We've got some billet hinges on it, and it works great, right? Goes up and down, hood's great, and super cool truck. So this is a lower truck, it's on air. So this thing gets laid out, gets super low, and why would you want air? Because it's cool. I remember when we first started hearing about air ride and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. Why would I ever want to just have to freaking mess with the air all the time? And then I saw it. The guy pulled up, looked normal truck, pushed his button, and I think he just went, psh, right? And I was like, oh, I get it, right? This guy looked like an actual bat when he laid it all out. And I was like, I do see what's going on. So anyways, he started this project well over 10 years ago. And it's been into several different shops, and he's tried to do stuff, and his dad's done stuff, and there's just been a lot of people working on it. And so you have a lot of different ideas, and when you get a lot of inconsistencies, the plan gets broke down to where it's not getting executed and getting done. Scott knew what he wanted. That's one thing that was really nice with Scott. He knew what he wanted. He helped track down parts. He had most of the parts, but he would work really hard to make sure that he was getting the stuff that he wanted. So he got a lot of little cool stuff. So this is one of the cool little things that he liked, is instead of it saying 1500, he had reached out to Billet Badges and they made a new badge for him, so it would say Squarebody, right? So that's a nice touch. We got all new repop trim. Unfortunately, with the repop trim, sometimes, they're good, they're bad. You know, you kind of have to get all the stuff in and see which is going to work and which ones you might have to return and get new pieces, right? Of course, some just classic styling mirrors. Of course, he's got brand new billet handles, which I think he got maybe from Squarebody Syndicate, I believe. Just kind of kept everything just clean, classic, very traditional, right? We got all the traditional molding. We got all the trim going around the wheel wells. All that stuff is top of the line trim back in the day. Of course, we had to widen it, right? So we had widen the wheel tubs. So we got the Chevy wheel tubs. And of course, we got the metal raised bed floor. And again, like we've talked about before, if you're gonna lower it down, the suspension has somewhere to go, and so it comes up into the bed. So that's mostly where you struggle with it with these larger tires that you're putting on here. That's where he puts the gas in. We've got the fuel filler right there. He just pops that up and it painted to color match the bed to kind of make it disappear. But let's back up and check out these wheels. So these billet specialty wheels here. So these are a billet specialty wheel, but when they came in, it was really just a lot of billet, and we actually thought that we might Cerakote a part of it, but we couldn't find a real good way to like two-tone it. So we opted just to kind of tie in with the trim here. So we did black right here in the window. It was a good spot for us to put black. And then we got rid of the billet specialties, don't tell them that. And we cut into it GMC. And then if you take a look at this, right, all these like little grooves, we were able to paint those so it kind of looks like an old GMC dog dish, right? So it has just a kind of a nod to the old, but still a nice, cool billet wheel. All right, so we kind of talked about the outside. Now, this is a factory color from 1973. A lot of people have asked us what it is. You go look up 1973, you look up a bronze color, you're gonna see this factory color. He really wanted to keep things as original as he possibly could. But let's check it out, let's look inside. All right, so here we are. We have a really cool interior. Now, we've never actually done bucket seats in a Squarebody before. So these seats came from actually slosh tubs, and then we custom fabricated the bracket. We wanted the seats to sit a little bit lower, not feel too tall. And then he got this center console piece here, and then we leather wrapped it to match the leather on the seats. Inside, we've got a bronze interior. It's the same colors on the outside. It has a satin finish on it, because we wanted it to be toned down to all the satin colors in here, nothing high gloss. And then we sat down with him in our showroom and we decided to talk colors. This is where it gets tricky, right? Like, what colors do you go with? And he, in his mind, he wanted, you know, some browns. And so we picked this real nice, clean, kind of tan leather, but has a little bit of, you know, distress to it. Not much, but a little bit. And so then we picked out this plaid, which we felt would complement the rest of the truck real nicely. And then of course we sewed little pleats in it to actually give it a little bit of texture, right? Instead of just one big solid piece. Of course, we made him a real nice detail bag. There's a bunch of Meguiar stuff in here. He has that to match, so it looks really good. Some different things you've noticed. Instead of this being like polished, we Cerakoted this a brown color to kind of provide a little bit of tone here, and then not look so bright here. And then of course we kept this traditional, and we got a nice steering wheel. We got Squarebody Syndicate column and a lot of cool stuff. Up here, if you take a look at this is all a suede headliner all up through here. So this kind of gives us just a nice clean look up here, two-tones it, and it looks really nice with this bronze here. Instead of having the plastic piece that we had to like try to paint it or match it, we were able to wrap it and have it look real nice. Now, a couple things we'll talk about that didn't go well for us is this little trim here, right here. We were trying to do some fun stuff with it, and it didn't turn out. So last second, because we're trying to get to the get down, we wrapped it in a black suede, which we have. But we're going to actually redo this piece here, and it's because I don't like it. So I think the owner's like, I think it's okay. Sorry, we're changing it. So we're gonna wrap this in leather, and probably a leather that gives us a little bit more of a tone like this, and we'll probably have a little bit better wear. We've got a couple 8-inch Focal subs sitting in the back. We've got some Morel speakers right here, a little low profile, and allowed us to complete this interior in a way that keeps it stock looking, but also upgraded. Of course, we wrapped the leather, we did a little French seam around here, and then we continue to wrap it, and then we put in some pieces, vent pieces there. So of course you got the Squarebody Syndicate, Dakota digital gauges, and everything else is pretty much like you would imagine it in 1973, but it's not going to ride like that, it's not going to perform like that. Better air conditioning, so a lot of the more modern custom features that you would appreciate. And at the end of the day, I think this is going to be a real fun truck to drive. I can't wait to drive it. We get to put about 1,000 miles on these, and we get to make sure we put them through the paces to make sure they're good, right? If you put 50 miles on it and it all checks out and everything's good, they don't check out at 100 miles, they don't check out at 300 miles. They might start checking out at 500 miles. But we have learned 1,000 miles is like almost where we can almost guarantee we're not gonna have a lot of problems with them. And you know what? It's hard work putting 1,000 miles on, because the customer's gotta, trust that we're gonna fix any paint chips, which we will. We obviously cover them all up and put paint protection on it. We go drive around just to protect it the best we can. For the most part, we don't have any issues. But we love to be able to drive these things and put the miles on them and make sure, they not only look good, but they perform great. We want our customers to be happy, and that's one way that we can kind of get that done. So we're really excited. We're just showing this off for the first time at Dino's Get Down. Like I said, a couple little things we got to start fixing and driving. We'll start that probably here within the next week or two. We'll start putting miles on it, and hopefully in the next 30 days we've got 1,000 miles on it. We're ready to go. So super cool truck. We're really excited to be out here at Dino's Get Down. I hope you got an opportunity to come out here and see this truck. If not, follow our Instagram, follow YouTube. You're gonna see this truck. We're gonna do some really cool videos on it. We're gonna get it in a magazine and get a lot of great photos of this truck, and you're gonna see this truck for a while. This truck's it's stunning. It really is beautiful. So stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe. It helps us. It helps your friends find us, and it really helps us keep promoting our business. And of course, we like to show off what we're doing, right? And we want you guys to be able to see it. And we're really excited to be able to show off a lot of the builds that are being completed. We have probably in the next couple months we're gonna have about 10 of these done. So we're really excited to start pushing a bunch of stuff out of the shop and get a bunch done next year. So anyways, for lack of anything more to say, we hope you had a good time watching this video, and we'll see you next time, and enjoy whatever project you're working on, and happy hot rodding. We'll see you.